Years passed since peace was restored. The emperor who once sought power found wisdom before his final breath, and now the world he left behind trembles once again. The Last Samurai, Kenshin Rei, Part 4, Legacy of the Blade. Morning on Kenshin Rei's island. Waves crash gently. Rei and Taro attending to the dojo. A rider arrives by boat, carrying a sealed scroll marked with the imperial crest.
A message from Kyoto. His Majesty, the Emperor, has passed away. The court requests your presence at the imperial wake to honor your clan's history.
Even after death, his kindness still reaches out. I will go.
Sensei, the capital has changed. The new emperor, I hear he despises the old ways.
Then I will go not as a warrior, but as a man paying respect. To forget respect is to forget our humanity.
Hey, samurai, stop. The palace is closed to all. The Emperor's wake is for nobles, and the imperial court only.
I understand, but the palace itself sent me this.
He shows the sealed parchment.
I was invited to honor His Majesty, a man who once called me his sword of peace.
Lies. The Emperor would never summon a relic from the Age of Blades.
If you doubt my word, then you doubt the Emperor's own seal.
Enough. Leave now, samurai, or we'll drag you from these gates.
I came to bow, not to fight, but if honor is denied at the gate of the dead, then I have no choice. I have no wish to harm any man who serves his duty, but duty without reason is only blindness.
Kyoto Imperial Palace. A grand but somber scene. Candles flicker beside the emperor's body. Calm, dressed in formal white robes. His sword left outside as a gesture of peace. The court whispers as he walks in. Some bow respectfully. Others glare in disdain. To many, he was a relic of a forgotten age. To others, a reminder of what true honor meant. Rei kneels before the emperor's coffin. Rei, softly.
You sought peace, and for a time, you gave it to this land. May your spirit find rest where no sword can reach.
He bows deeply. A single tear falls onto the tatami floor. In the shadows above, the new emperor, a young man, arrogant, dressed in black, watches from the balcony.
The age of samurai is long dead, yet one still walks among us.
Your Majesty, Kenshin Rei, is respected by the people, perhaps.
Respect breeds rebellion. His peace was my father's dream, not mine. Arrest him before his honor becomes a threat.
The advisor hesitates, but the emperor's gaze hardens.
I will not bow to ghosts of the past.
As Rei prepares to leave the palace grounds, imperial guards surround him and spears drawn.
Kenshin Rei of the Rurouni Kenshin line by order of the new emperor. You are under arrest.
Arrested? For what crime? For being what you are, young man.
A samurai.
So, history repeats itself. Tell your emperor this. A man can imprison a body, but never the spirit of peace.
Guards rush forward. Ray moves gracefully, disarming them with bare hands, never drawing a blade. Each strike is controlled, avoiding fatal blows. The audience gasps. Even when hunted, he fought without hate, his strength shaped by mercy. Ray stops, surrounded by unconscious guards. He looks up at the balcony where the young emperor stands watching.
You fear what you don't understand. I came not to fight, only to pay respect. But you've proven what power becomes when it loses wisdom.
A tense silence. The emperor trembles, torn between pride and guilt.
Leave this palace and never return. If you ever set foot in my empire again, you will die.
Then I will die a man of peace, before I live as a servant of fear.
He turns and walks away slowly as guards part the path. No one dares to strike. The wind brushes Ray's hair as he kneels before the tomb.
Your Majesty, you once sought peace, even when surrounded by war. You spared a man who did not deserve it, me. For that, I owe you my life, and my promise to guard this land from darkness.
He places the flower before the tomb and bows deeply.
May your spirit find the peace our world still denies.
Footsteps echo behind him. Soldiers appear, the sound of armor clinking. The new emperor arrives, surrounded by his guards. He wears a crimson ceremonial robe, his face cold and proud.
So, the last samurai lingers in my city. Did I not command you to leave, Kenshin Ray?
You did, Your Majesty, but I came not as a warrior, only as a man paying respect to one who showed mercy.
Mercy. You speak as if my father's kindness was wisdom. It was weakness.
He steps closer, eyes narrowing.
You and your kind are relics. Swords rusting in the age of empire.
A blade may rust, but honor does not fade.
Enough, guards. Arrest him. I will not have this ghost haunting my father's grave.
Guards draw their blades and approach. Ray doesn't reach for his sword. He stands firm, eyes steady.
Kyoto. If I ever see your face again, I'll erase your name from history.
Rei bows deeply, neither submissive nor defiant, a bow of respect, not fear.
History remembers what truth cannot forget. Farewell, Your Majesty.
The Emperor got furious to the Imperial Guard.
So even peace has enemies.
Peace always has enemies, because it requires courage, not cruelty. Remember this, Taro. When men forget honor, the blade must remind them, not through blood, but through example.
Moral of the story, legacy of the blade. Respect is earned not by power, but by the purity of one's intentions. Kenshin Rei enters Kyoto peacefully, only to be met with suspicion and hostility. Even when confronted, insulted, or attacked, he chooses honor over anger. After the fight at the gates and the confrontation at the Emperor's tomb, Rei wins respect not by killing, but by staying true to who he is. Meanwhile, the new Emperor proves that power without understanding leads to fear and cruelty. The legacy of a samurai is not the sword he carries, it is the heart behind the blade. In a world where power changes hands and loyalties shift like shadows, one truth remains unshaken. Honor is not granted by a throne nor taken by a command. It is lived. Kenshin Rei could have answered hatred with death, but the true legacy of the blade is restraint, choosing peace even when the world chooses violence. And while rulers fear what they do not understand, the samurai stands firm, guided not by titles or threats, but by the quiet strength of a loyal heart. For power fades, but honor endures, and so long as one man keeps his spirit pure, the legacy of Kenshin Rei will never die.